Today I want to talk about something that might upset some people, but I don't feel bad about it because first of all, as I will explain later in the video, there is nothing to be upset about, and secondly, if you actually get upset by it, maybe it's a sign that you need to change something. So I just wanted to say that I come in peace. But anyway, beyond being a very successful, soon to become millionaire World of Warcraft YouTuber, I am also a guy that watches a lot of YouTube himself. And that's the perspective I'm going to talk from in this video, not as someone that uploads videos, just as someone that watches them. Because this website is by far my main source of video entertainment, news and so on. And a long time ago, you could spot many World of Warcraft videos in here. That's not the case anymore because if you look at my feed, sometimes there aren't any videos about this game. Partly because the game is not as popular, sure. Partly because there isn't much happening right now, sure. But these are secondary reasons. And it's also not because I am not interested either. I sometimes get some food, plant myself in the couch, and I'm trying to watch specifically a World of Warcraft video. That's the itch I get at the time. I want to watch a World of Warcraft video as I eat, but I cannot. I can open YouTube and have 50 recent videos about World of Warcraft in front of me, and somehow it feels like there's nothing to watch. Not that I care about retail anymore, but the videos made about that game are either talking about the latest patch notes, what new cute immersion breaking piece of shit transmog has been added to the trading post, some Blizzard fuck up, or why the game sucks. I don't have a personal interest in watching those videos, and they are all just the same all the time. And as far as classic goes, let me see. We got leak videos, some more leak videos. Oh, this is new. News videos about some private server being sued. Ah wait, there are about 1 billion of those as well, about the exact same topic. Oh cool, we got Classic Plus new potential content video. Now that's for sure a place where not everybody will just mention the same things all over the time, like Hyjal, Uldum, Karazhan Crypts and Gilneas, right? Because these are videos that by definition invite creativity. I'm sure someone will have something interesting to say. I'm sure these videos are not all the same. I'm sure, right? Look man, I get it. Of course these kinds of videos have a place, and I watch some of them as well. I care about some of those topics as well. But goddamn, everybody's making the exact same videos over and over again. People call YouTube a creative endeavor, but where is the creativity in this? Success seems to come down to being the first person to post about a leak or whatever boring news happened 5 minutes ago. If you want the most views, you make a video right now and post it instantly. No personality, no your own take, no putting it into context. You just read the news you see out loud and call it a day, and you post that video. Even these repetitive news videos could be a bit more interesting if people actually shared their own takes or brought something of their personality into it. But that takes time, and in a race where being the first is everything, you don't have time. And you can really feel the difference. When someone like Mad Season covers leaks, for example, it feels different. The videos are longer, they're very well edited, he has interesting and thoughtful ideas and opinions. Or when he covers private servers, he doesn't just cover one private server or some boring private server news. He makes a full video about the entire history of World of Warcraft private servers, and that video can keep you hooked for hours. But here's the catch, he's often weeks, sometimes months late to the party, and he posts these kinds of videos much less often because it takes a bit of time if you actually want to make them a bit interesting, you know? And I think he's an incredibly talented creator, and I've looked up to him for so long, and I think I will always do. But you can be sure, even for someone as talented as he is, if his priority was simply being the first all the time, his videos would be kind of lame as well. And I get why people do this. I won't dismiss the fact that for some people, this is what they like doing. I'm sure that some people actually like being the first to talk about something. It's pleasant to them. But let's be honest, it's about money. Because it's so easy to make money out of these videos. It's such a low amount of effort with such a low amount of time invested. It's a great trade. It really is. And I'm not gonna judge. I actually mean it. I do not judge anyone because of this. I also hope and dream of someday being able to make this channel my thing and not needing to be a 9-to-5 slave anymore either. But as a whole, it does make me kind of sad. I remember when there was so much stuff to watch, so many creators doing their own thing and making completely different kinds of videos. I remember how it felt seeing Barney post, or Uber Danger, or Mad Season, or Asmongold, or so many others. There was always something to look forward to. What am I supposed to be excited about now? Video number 178 about the exact same leak, saying the exact same thing, and even the leaks themselves are boring as hell. So it's not even like that first video that is posted is interesting. Even if I wanted to make leak videos myself, I wouldn't, because even if they're 100% true, most of them are just incredibly boring. It's stuff we already know, or tiny details nobody actually cares about, like some new internal build name showing up in a devlog. Wow, who doesn't already know they're working on Classic Plus? Even if we got a data mined leak tomorrow saying that Classic Plus will 100% be announced at BlizzCon 2026, first of all, the amount of videos people would make about it would be insane. But at the same time, we already know. Is it really that weird that I wouldn't care at all? Unless that leak actually tells something interesting, which so far none did, I genuinely don't understand where all the excitement comes from, because it's also the fact that people watch these videos. These videos make a lot of views. I don't know, I don't get it. We get a dozen videos about the fact that someone data mined a 1.60 version of the game, which based on the numbering is very likely Classic Plus. Okay, what's the interesting part there? We all know Classic Plus is being developed. Why, I don't know, I'm not trying to judge or be mean. Why would I ever watch a video or make a video about that? I don't get it, I really don't. So Classic Plus equals version 1.60. Okay, I don't give a fuck. What the fuck? If I didn't know Classic Plus is gonna be released, I would care, but the information is so meaningless if we didn't already knew that Classic Plus is being developed, we wouldn't have any idea what 1.60 is, because it says nothing. We already know everything that there is to know as far as the leaks are concerned. We know they are working on it. We already know. And importantly, most of these leaks are pretty obviously not real anyway. So what you're essentially doing is looking at some random dude's Classic Plus wishlist and presenting it as something worth talking about. And again, I would absolutely be down for that if the ideas were actually interesting and thought-provoking. But most of the time they are not. And on top of that, this game, the videos made about it, on top of them being so repetitive, guys, do you really have to make all the damn thumbnails using AI? That I do judge, and I find it cringe. And also the faces people use in the thumbnails. On top of the fact that the thumbnail and the background image is AI generated, you also add your face sometimes, and it's like this. Or like this, or like this. The faces people used to make in the drinking the Among Us potion at 3 AM, gone sexual videos for 5-year-olds that everybody used to laugh at, those faces plus AI thumbnails are now used unironically in most of the copy and paste Classic Plus videos on YouTube. Videos where the target audience is in their 30s. It's insane. I have my critiques of some people making react videos, but the good reactors, their videos are the way I see the news and all the repetitive videos, because at least a good reactor puts in some personality and comes up with interesting points, and I actually appreciate them. Hell, in the original problem back in the day with the react content, people were talking about how you could put thousands of hours in a project, in a video, and someone comes and reacts to it and makes even more money. But now even a lazy react video has the same amount of effort put into it like the original video. To be clear though, it's not just the people, it's also the game. The lack of innovation in the game, the stagnation, the fact that it's hard to be inspired by it if you're not willing to come up with your own stuff. This is the state the game has been brought to by Blizzard. I am still very hyped about Classic Plus and excited to finally get to play something different than vanilla, and you would think that a huge wave of Classic Plus videos hitting the internet would make that hype even bigger, but it in reality doesn't. Sometimes it feels like it has the opposite effect. I also think it's just hard sometimes. For example, I will finally present what I personally think are some super awesome and unique Classic Plus ideas for new raids and new dungeons in a video soon. I have had these ideas for a long time though. I did not post them, not because I did not work on them, I worked on them so much, but I always find something wrong with the video, because it's basically me sharing stories I wrote in the Warcraft universe. It is really putting myself out there, and part of it might not be pleasant, and I get that as well. But I want to end the video on a positive note, and I will say that if Classic Plus ends up being good long term, this will be another positive aspect of that situation, the return of the good videos, because a good game dictates how the videos look like as well. If a game is good and inspires people, people come and make great videos. Because they are almost 100% gone right now. And I wanna be clear, I don't think my videos are part of the small percentage of remaining good videos about the game on YouTube. Not yet. I will not be humble for no fucking reason. I do have it in me. My videos are not repetitive. I have my own ideas and interesting things to say. I do not follow the trends, although my channel would be bigger and make more money for it, but I also still lack some huge skills. My editing, my script writing, the fact that I am still so dependent on a script to begin with, my voice and how I speak, the fact that I'm often not very natural in how I choose my words, my hardware like my microphone and so on, all these things and more are way below average. But I am aware of them and I'm tackling them one by one. Anyway guys, a huge special thank you to my channel members, Son of Jade and Yogi the Yoga Bear for supporting me. If you also want to support it, it is deeply appreciated. I will be honest, till recently I had no channel members and I did not take care of those channel perks, but I will. I will finally get back home in a few days and I will start taking care of those as well. Anyway, let me know how you feel about the issue in the comments down below. Don't forget to sub to the channel. Thank you so much for watching all the way through, and until the next time, peace.